remember tent revivals? How many ever worshiped in a tent? Raise your hand, let me see you. Oh, come on, I know more than you. Some of you are old enough to remember tent revivals. I'll tell you a story from my college days. You're not as smart in college as you think you are. But some of us religious studies students decided we would go to a Pentecostal tent revival that was set up there in Waco, Texas. And there we found our place on the row, and we saw things we had never seen before, including snakes. Yes, snakes. Well, of course, the ecstasy of the moment and all the moving about of the experience was quite overwhelming for all of us young college students who were just beginning to study religion. But we also noticed this practice of the tongue speaking. Now, we were together in Hebrew class, this group of us. And so we decided we would start reciting the 121st Psalm in Hebrew. And I spoke to that group like I've never heard it speak. Because crazy things can happen under a tent. Did you know that worship started under a tent? When those Hebrew people made their escape from Egypt towards the Promised Land, what did they construct? A tent to where they could worship. And let me tell you, some crazy things happened in that tent as they encountered the very living presence of God. We don't have a tent this weekend, but we have a parking lot. And guess what? Crazy things can happen in a parking lot. I want to invite you to join us this Sunday as we are regathering with PfUMC Outdoors this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. It begins with the music of the Flame Band. That's our community band that plays around the region and the area, and they will be providing the gathering time music. So come early at 10:30. Now, when you come, simply bring a lawn chair, and you will be assigned a safe distance spot in order to find a place to sit. And if you prefer, you can stay in your car, and you will be directed where the cars will be parked. And you can either listen with your windows down, or you can tune in to an FM signal on your radio to listen to the service. Our safety team has done everything possible to make sure that we can do this safely. Now, again, remember, this starts at 10:30. And then at 11 a.m., the service will begin. We've been missing doing some things together because we haven't been together. And one of those special elements in the service on Sunday will be third grade Bibles. We will be presenting those third grade Bibles to several of our students. That meaningful moment when a child is just learning to read and they get to hold that book for the first time in their hand. And you get to be there to see that and see the families celebrate that time. And there'll be lots of other things that are happening with some great music that is being planned. The Flame Band and Trevor have already been rehearsing, and I've seen some of the selections, and you're going to love them. There'll be a new series starting called Pandemic Lifesavers as we work our way through the 27th Psalm, and little by little, almost verse by verse, beginning this Sunday. And then following all that, there will be our United Methodist Men providing a hot dog lunch. They have thought through how to do this so that you can also, you'll be well protected. And we get to at least see each other, maybe with masks on, but we get to be closer together in a parking lot for PfUMC Outdoors. For some crazy things can happen in a parking lot. One more thing. On Saturday night, we're going to light our way back. The PfUMC students are preparing a prayer walk on the grounds that you will simply be able to take a few minutes and with your family or by yourself, take the walk of prayer and meditation as we prepare our hearts to come back on Sunday morning. And we've added a couple of other things around that. We're going to have your dessert will be offered for you that night. The funnel cake truck will be parked in our parking lot. If you want to share a dessert from the truck, we encourage you to do that. That truck will get there about 6:30. At 7 o'clock, we'll circle up not touching, but we'll circle up and offer prayers as a large circle over on the east side of the sanctuary. And then one by one, group by group, you'll be able to take the prayer walk that'll be lit by a specially prepared path and specially prepared lighting that our students are doing. It's a busy weekend. It's finally here. We're going to get to be together again. So remember, 6:30 on Saturday night, the gathering begins. 7 o'clock prayer circle with the prayer walk following. 10:30 Sunday morning for gathering music. Don't forget to bring your lunch here. At 11 o'clock, the service will begin, followed by lunch. It's a big weekend. But my friends, we can encounter the presence of the living God anywhere, anytime. So join us if you can. Oh, if you can't, yes, the service will be streamed. And so we don't want to leave anybody out. You'll just click on it at 10:30. You'll find it on Facebook or YouTube, your normal places to see the service. Taking a step back to be together again. Feels good, doesn't it? Thanks. Look forward to seeing you there.